Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Medieval Engineers. I'm the Radio Man 03, and it is awesome to have you along. I have a problem, Houston. For some reason, my microphone went off on OBS. There was an update for OBS, and it's kind of weird. I recorded Empyrean Galactic Survival just before I did Medieval Engineers, and for some reason, the only sound of the game was me hammering things and chopping things down and stuff. So we built some of this together, so I'm going to show it to you. It's going to be a shorter episode, but I'm going to show it to you because I want to bring you up to speed on what's going on. And I was asking for some feedback from you guys. But there we go. We've got ourselves a gatehouse now. It looks pretty sharp. Now, the last thing I did was I put that little banner right up there, that little tiny one. And I don't know how I'm going to get that down. I guess I put it up there. But we've got the big one, the big house flag, right up there on the gatehouse that shows that this is the Kingdom of the Rising Sun. So I finished this tower off camera, and we have this one over here that we did together. And then what we did was we worked on this stuff inside. Let me take you inside, and I'll show you what I did, and then you guys can give me some feedback on it and tell me what you think. Excuse me. A lot of great tips came in about castles, and I've watched a few things about castles as well. What can I... Okay, let's see if we can arrange this to jump and land on it. I can't get in. No. What about this side here? There we go. Okay. So we sealed this off, and we're going to continue this up. And this is where I need kind of your guys' help, is how far up do I go with this? Do I go all the way up to the top floor and then just kind of, even it out? Oh, by the way, first thing I did was I took your guys' advice and I got rid of the arrow slits on the bottom floor. They're gone on both towers, not here. And I left them up on this floor here because this is the floor, of course, we'll be shooting out of. And then we got this taken care of course, last episode. And we can make it all the way to the top here. And now what we have is, one of you were telling me that we needed a captain's room. I believe it was the captain of the gatehouse. And he should have windows here so that he can shout out orders from the windows. So we'll put a bed in here and a chest and stuff like this. I believe this is his place right here. Look at that. I can actually see that flag through the wall. You see that? Ha! Bet they didn't know that happened. And we roofed this in. Okay, so this has got a roof on it now, and then we've got a similar tower right over here for us to be able to get in and out, and we can cross over from one side of the gatehouse to the other side of the gatehouse. Down on this floor here, what we have is we've got a little storage room for a couple of chests. Maybe you put rocks in it, or arrows, or extra bows, or things like that, swords, things like that for the troops that are up here working at the gatehouse. Okay, so that's what this is for. My question is, and I think I know the answer already, is we're going to bring these walls up, I think, to meet up with this edge right here, up to this height. And then what we'll do is we'll continue the battlements along here. Okay, the battlements will continue along here until they meet up with the wall, and then they'll probably go along with the wall as well. Not quite sure yet. Is that necessary or not necessary? Okay, that's the thing we have to ask ourselves, is do we have to have the battlements all along the wall? If we do, no big deal. We can do it. No problem. I think it would look pretty good. Excuse me for 1 second. All right. I've been talking for hours. I went to edit the Medieval Engineer episode and realized there's no sound on it except for the game sound. So I'm coming back in to show you guys what it is we worked on today. What we did work on was putting this floor in and building this area back here and putting the roof on it so that we would have this completed. So we've got the captain of the gatehouse. I believe that's what he is, the captain. Anyways, the guy who's in charge of the gatehouse, that's his little quarters right up there on that floor. And then this, of course, keeps us ability to go in and out and back on both sides, like so. So I thought that was pretty cool. Give me your feedback on it. I think what I am going to do, though, is bring everything up in the back here to this height, and then we'll just kind of trim it out. And I'll probably run the floor. I'll probably run this floor across the top of it, and then we'll have this whole area up here that we could do whatever we want to do up here with it, okay? So that'll be what we'll do on this side, and it'll match over on the other side as well through the gatehouse here, okay? And it worked out pretty good. I didn't fumble with any blocks, just so you know. It went up real quick and real nice. We can now actually run from where the keep is going to be over the wall and drop down into here quite easily. It worked out pretty good that way. Okay, let's see what else should I show you. It's turning out really good, and I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not going to worry about the fact that the record got screwed up, because we can work on the next project together. But that is how the gatehouse is looking. I think it looks pretty sharp. Let me get up here a little bit. I know it's dark out. It wasn't when we were building it together. It was nice and light and bright and everything else. So it's just one of those weird record moments that happen that I can't do anything about. It took me a little while to figure out what went wrong, and I finally realized that OBS was doing some sort of an audio update. So I have a feeling that was going on the entire time. But there you go. There's the gatehouse. It looks pretty good. And like I said, we'll finish it out. We'll trim it out a little bit, get it finished up, and it'll look really nice. And then we've got the 2 exit doors here, so we can come out and actually walk up into... we'll have a road that'll lead out of there and come up this way towards the keep. And then, of course, remember, we're going to put buildings on both sides of the road that we do build, and we're going to have other buildings out here. A blacksmith shop's going to be out here. We'll probably have a barracks quarter out here as well. Things that you would find inside the walls of a castle, to include the keep, which will be up on the hill here and come down. And we will have a drawbridge. I am going to do a drawbridge. I think at some point in time, the wall for the keep is going to come out this way, and we'll do a drawbridge out over the top of something, just for added security. So if the enemy does get through the gatehouse, they are going to wind up having to make their way over a drawbridge in order to get to the keep, where everybody, of course, would run to stay safe. So that'll be the goal there. But you can see now we can actually go all the way down here, and I can come across, and I can actually get into the gatehouse from up here. So this part of the wall will be shored up and secured and made stronger, and probably come up a block or 2 from there. And we'll be able to walk across the top of it. And then eventually what I would like to be able to do is have some way of getting down into the gatehouse from here. So it looks to me like I'm going to have to remove this block and probably this block here, and we'll do some stairs that lead down into the gatehouse from up here. So I think you should be able to get from the gatehouse anywhere along the defensive wall. At least that's my goal, is to be able to walk around up here on this wall and, protect the castle. Indeed. So that's the goal there. I also started work on a new mine. You guys didn't seem to be bothered by that at all. As I mentioned last episode, it has been a real pain getting stone back and forth. I love the bridge. I love the fact that I built the bridge, and I built something so huge as well as the mine out there. But it is very inconvenient, and it's with all the ramps and stuff to get stone back and forth. It is just extremely inconvenient. Maybe I'll go back and revisit it someday on coming up with a cart system that works for that. But right now, give me that stick. I'm going to leave it the way it is, and we're going to walk away from that for a little bit, wrap our heads around it some more. You guys have given me great suggestions on what to do, but we are going to build, hopefully, other things out there. So we've got the mine for that as well out there. Some suggestions that came for a mine in this area was to turn it into the dungeon underneath the keep. I like that idea. That sounds pretty cool to me, and it sounds like a pretty fun challenge as well. So I've been digging stone out of here. We talked about putting stairs here, and I still may do that. I'm keeping my eyes open and my ears open for barbarians. They like to sneak up on me. I'm picturing possibly this wall having to change a little bit, where these sticks are right here, this framework, but having a staircase that does go up, and then inside the staircase on the side have a door that goes in and down underneath. Okay, and then we'll be able to go into that area, and we'll hollow that out and make it part of a mine. Maybe that's where we send the prisoners to go work. They dig the stone up for us. Be so cool if we could actually do that right now. I know they pulled those extra guys out, the AI guys, out of here, so we can't actually have someone doing that. But in our imagination, we can. We can have the bad guys, our crooks, our criminals, working down in the mine. And so over here, we'll probably build some sort of a structure that'll have. I would like to work with the winches. Maybe something that goes down underground, and we load it with stone, and then we winch it back up to the top, and then we can have the stone handy right here in chests, and we can run off and do our building the way we need to do our building. Okay? But the bridge right there and the mine out there just are not... It takes a long time to get a double chest of stone over here. I really should have thought about that before I did it. Again, I don't regret doing it because it's a beautiful structure and I enjoyed building it. But if you look at all the stone that's involved in that, we would probably have the castle and the wall down here completed by now had I not built that great big bridge out there. But there it is. It's ours, and we love it. We love it for what it is, and it's just a huge structure on the planet right now. So that's kind of the plan down here. We'll probably work on this a little bit together too, this mine and this kind of entrance underground beneath the keep and the castle. And then we'll work on it from there. But the castle itself, the keep I should say, the keep itself will come out and it will skirt this area right through here, okay? So there'll be rooms down in this with staircases and stuff like that. I know it's a little hard to probably picture in your heads right now, but it'll definitely be along this hillside right here, and then we'll be able to exit out and go over to the gatehouse from here, okay? And because we did build the wall off of this right here. I guess we didn't build the wall off of that. We did not, so... Anyways, we'll work around it and we'll get it to work, okay? We'll get it to work. That'll be the keep. We go down there for the gatehouse, which is awesome, and then we've got to get these walls kind of shored up along here. And I would like to get some of the walls shored up on this side as well to keep the barbarians out. And that's why I think having a mine right here where I can just go in, pick some stone, fill my inventory, go out and knock blocks together, go right back and dig a little more. It's going to work so much faster for me. I'm going to be able to get so much more work done because right now it is really a chore to get stone from over there at the mine. So that is the plan right there. But there's the gatehouse, huh? Look, I think it looks pretty cool. I love it. I think it turned out pretty darn good. You guys got suggestions? Let me know, of course, as always. Sorry for the screw up on the video. I wish it hadn't done that, but the flag fits perfectly right there. I love the red tile roof, so of course we're going to be using those a lot in the builds, especially anything that has to do with great importance to the castle and the keep itself. And then we will have some straw roofs as well in some of the smaller buildings that we're going to be putting out here in the land. So we'll have that as well. So a variety of different things. So when we're standing up in the castle looking down over the land, we see a bunch of different kinds of buildings and stuff like that. But I think this turned out pretty darn good. And yeah, I will probably use wood on the floors through here and get this all floored and nice looking inside. And then that will be our gatehouse. That is the gatehouse right there. I think it turns out it's turning out pretty sweet. There's a lot of timber work needs to be done under the staircases too to kind of shore them up and make them look like they're structurally sound. So we'll have to take care of that. So probably one more episode on the gatehouse. We'll get it all finished up and polished really nice, and then that'll be done. And then we do need to still do the warehouse. We still need to decorate the inside of the warehouse and get that all taken care of too, because this is where we're going to store our stone no matter what mine it comes from. This is where we store our stone, our sticks, our timber, and all that good stuff in there. So there you go. Yeah, give me your feedback, okay, guys? Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this short little episode. Again, I apologize for the mistake. All I can say is OBS had an update, and I did not know it was updating, and it pretty much turned off my microphone until it was done updating. So, you know, what are you going to do? Things happen. Things happen without warning sometimes. Matter of fact, it did happen without warning. I'm a little disappointed. I'm actually very disappointed because it was a nice 50-minute episode of us building together and hanging out. But there it is. Yes, indeed, the Gatehouse. The Rising of the Sun Kingdom Gatehouse. I hope you like it. If you do hit that like button for me. Comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, fantastic, and superb day. And I do look forward to talking to you again next time.